Outpatient panel size negotiation. How many patients should you carry? In hospital medicine, the key scheduling variable is shifts per year. In family medicine, the equivalent negotiation lever is panel size. Panel size controls your visit volume, your wRVU production, your quality metric performance, your documentation burden, and ultimately, the ceiling on your total compensation. It belongs in your contract. Here is the benchmark context. A full-time family medicine physician in a standard outpatient practice carries between 1,500 and 2,500 attributed patients. The practical working range, the size at which a physician can see 18 to 22 patients per day and complete documentation within a standard clinic day, is typically 1,800 to 2,200 patients. Above 2,200, visit volume starts to compress appointment availability, extend documentation into evening hours, and push wRVU production into ranges where the dollar per wRVU rate no longer compensates for the additional burden. The 2025 National Family Medicine data shows a median wRVU production of 6,028 and a median dollar per wRVU rate of $51.44. At 6,028 wRVUs, total compensation lands at $310,000, essentially the national incumbent median of $311,557. That alignment is not accidental. Employer contracts are built around the assumption that median production equals median compensation. When a practice assigns you a panel that generates above median wRVU production, the compensation structure often does not scale proportionally. Here is what that looks like in practice. A panel of 2,400 patients generating 7,200 wRVUs per year at $51.44 per wRVU would pay $370,368, near the 75th percentile of family medicine compensation. But if your contract cap or bonus threshold limits total comp to $311,557, the additional 1,172 wRVUs above the national median are generating $60,330 in unrealized compensation. 3 things to negotiate in the panel size clause. First, a panel size ceiling. Ask for explicit contract language specifying the maximum attributed patient panel you are expected to carry. 1,800 to 2,200 is a defensible range. If the employer wants to negotiate that ceiling up, the dollar per wRVU rate above the implied threshold should increase proportionally. Second, a panel ramp schedule. New physicians building a panel from 0 to full capacity deserve a protected ramp period, typically 6 to 12 months, during which wRVU expectations are adjusted or during which the base salary is guaranteed regardless of production. Ask for the ramp terms in writing. Third, a panel cap override premium. If the practice routinely assigns patients above your negotiated ceiling due to physician turnover, panel redistribution, or urgent access requirements, the contract should specify a per-patient or per-encounter rate for the overage. This is the same logic as overtime in any other compensation model. Your baseline panel is the job. Carrying above it is additional work that should be compensated additionally. Panel size is not a clinical preference. In an outpatient family medicine contract, it is a compensation clause. Negotiate it with the same precision you bring to the base salary line. Run your contract through ClauseLine at ClauseLine.com.